Oh, sorry about that shaking. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Talk Network. Welcome here to my Monday Night Raw review for March 5th. I will have to change the title of this episode as I have Brock and Reigns having a face-to-face. I guess for the second week, that was canceled. Though this time, they said Paul Heyman there. Close up the show, so I'm going to change it to something else. Probably gets her match at WrestleMania or something. I don't know. But that was the other big thing happening here on Monday Night Raw. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle going up against Triple H and Stephanie McMahon being announced during the show here on Monday Night Raw. Certainly, I was going to say something interesting, but it's something that most of us knew was going to happen. Some of us, like me, was hoping that maybe we still have a chance to get The Rock on board, part of it, have this, they're using the making thing, go truly full circle. Triple H, Stephanie, The Rock, and Ronda Rousey. But The Rock being the Hollywood superstar, as much as a WWE superstar, he will, unfortunately, probably will be unable to be part of WrestleMania, so he won't be part of that match. So instead, Kurt Angle is going to take his place. And Kurt Angle is going to be Rousey's tag team partner to face Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. All those SmackDown Live. Monday Night Raw tonight was good, entertaining. Them being on the road to WrestleMania, waiting for SmackDown Live to get to their pay-per-view, which is this Sunday. So this Thursday on Steve's Wrestling Ramble, that's going to be me, Mounty's Corner, and Nate Dogg going to be doing the show. Me as the host, those two as my special guests. Just those three doing a special show they wanted to take part of. Because unfortunately, when I do my big shows with many guests, it's great to have them as part of it. As I did Nate once and Mounty a couple of times, and they like me on it. They've said that, but I'm sure my other guests have felt this way. Kind of lost in the shuffle on all the other stuff. So, wanted to give them the opportunity to be front and center, and I'll be the only ones there with me there for the show. So that's what's happening Thursday. Predictions for Fastlane. So it seems like, at least in looking sense, and for Monday Night Raw, you can't have too much of big things happening for each and every Raw show. It doesn't work that way as much as we want it to. Swerves and surprises and oh my gosh, just moments. So that's one. And then two, before SmackDown Live itself gets back on the road, from their pit stop, from their rest stop, so to speak, stopping at a rest stop and coming back on the highway, on the road to WrestleMania. So when that does happen after Sunday night, after WWE Fastlane ends, smoke is cleared, booked and played out, then all of us can talk about it, and then we all are having our sides set as well to WrestleMania, whether you're going there, which I still hope to be able to myself, fingers crossed, if I can do that right, I'll have to be able to go, whether it's help with a superstar friend or otherwise, or if you're not attending and you're just going to be watching the show at home, which just some may say they want that more, like JD and others that have, let's just say, crapped on the product, and that seems what they do. Him and the other guy, BC something. But anyways, Monday Night Raw show. I do have my Raw Insta poll up. What did you think of the show? Welcome to tweet back at me what you thought the big highlights of the show were, along with leaving a comment in the comment section below about Monday Night Raw and their feelings and how this is in its own Paradox and Ultimate universe between from now until the Raw after Sunday. Meaning, Raw had their pay-per-view a couple weeks ago. Then they still had a 2-week build for SmackDown Live to WWE Fastlane. We have to get to Fastlane. Then SmackDown Live themselves and be the road to WrestleMania. I have a feeling, as it should be, next week's Raw, next week's SmackDown Live are going to be heavy hitting episodes. And I would think that would be the latest that it should be like next week, where they promoted it this week, which they didn't. Should have, maybe, I don't know. Asuka making her decision next week on Raw or on SmackDown or on both or whatever. And having a decision of which title will she be wanting to go after, and in the end winning at WrestleMania. Will it be Alexa Bliss in the Raw Women's Championship, or will it be Charlotte Flair in the SmackDown Live Women's Championship? Who knows? And most of us assume, have our opinions. Can't stress it enough. Opinions on where we think that's going to go. But we all just don't know, and we'll find out like everybody else when that decision is officially made. And again, my opinion is that it would be Charlotte Flair, and especially the way the match tonight between Asuka and Nia Jax was booked, more so the aftermath, then that seems like it will be going Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, Asuka and tomorrow facing the Queen, Charlotte Flair, for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship at WrestleMania. So those are probably going to be our title matches in the women's division for WWE. Again, I do have the chat open, so thanks to those that are watching live. Welcome to smash the like button and leave a comment in the chat if you care to. Just say hi or otherwise. The Mizzies, their annual Mizzies. Also, tonight's Monday Night Raw was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, here in my home state of Wisconsin. Pretty awesome that we are having our own little winter storm coming through as the show was starting. It was just coming into the state, western part of the state, and coming through. Though in Milwaukee and the southern part of Wisconsin, not to be hit too much. I think for them, they're only beginning to trace to an inch of snow. But up, here in the central, north central part of the state, I'm going to be getting like 4 to 6 inches when it's all said and done tomorrow. But with the weather going on, I'm sure they'll be able to get their flights out and go to the next town for the next show. But during the show of Raw, snow be coming down, even there in Milwaukee. We've been lucky not to get too much snow over this winter season, at least been low on average. But again, like I said, Raw, not too much else to be talking about. Main thing being Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle versus 7-man Triple H being announced. Also being announced, Intercontinental Championship match, The Miz to face Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in a triple threat match. Looks like we're going to get something between Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. I could care less about it, but it's going to happen in WrestleMania. So we're getting more matches being announced. Like I said, next week would be best to announce. I think it would be the latest time, for sure, if you want to build it up to WrestleMania, of Asuka's pick. Because then you got those 4 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, to build that up to WrestleMania, whoever she's facing for that said women's championship, and the other women's champion as her own match. Again, with how Nia Jax and Asuka match went tonight, it's looking to be that way, especially afterwards. Like I said, more so after than even the booking of the match itself. Now, I'm going to be totally honest, having Nia Jax lose these couple times to Asuka in the moment pissed me off or annoyed me. You dub her now this irresistible force thing, taking it from the Hogan Andre match, irresistible force versus the immovable object. Tagline for that WrestleMania. WrestleMania 3, I believe. But then you have her lose twice to Asuka, even though yes, she is the one that's undefeated. Maybe that's confirming and etching in stone more so than my prediction that I've been saying for a couple of weeks on the Ramble, Caesar's Ramble, and these reviews. And I even also said it on Twitter at WWE _podcast. That's WWE _podcast. Nia Jax is leaving WrestleMania as WWE Raw Women's Champion. Like, I believe that. Okay, I really believe it. I think that is going to happen as fact. What is also fact is Asuka's going to be leaving as SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Love Charlotte Flair. I think she's the best women's wrestler in all pro wrestling, not just WWE. Again, that's just my opinion on that. But sorry about that wobbly thing here. But anyways, beyond the women's division, beyond that stuff, and beautiful Mandy Rose in a match with Bayley. Brock Lesnar thing being the biggest thing going on. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, of course, being the number one thing because that's the number one championship. It's the WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar, the face challenger, Roman Reigns. And this time, for those that hate Roman Reigns, because, you got nothing else to do, so you hate Roman Reigns, with more vitriol than I ever imagined people could have about a character being played on television. Just want to stress that. But again, as I always say, I respect everybody's opinion, but come on, people, we can dial it back. I mean, I don't even go that I don't go that deep or that strong, even dissing Bray Wyatt sometimes. I never have. I never hate a superstar or hate a TV character or hate an actual person in my life. And there were some classmates that I went to school with, elementary, high school, otherwise, in my time in college. None of them I disliked highly, but never hate. Never use that word. The strongest thing I could ever say, or you hear me saying, is I strongly dislike this person or have an issue with them. I never hate. Point is, let's cool our jets on that. You probably won't, but I'm just want to say that to have that out there in the universe, out there here on YouTube, for hundreds, thousands, millions, whatever people to hear and understand. But either way, again, like I said, Raw, good show. They're already on the road to WrestleMania. Fastling's coming on Sunday. My schedule for the rest of the week, tomorrow I got my SmackDown Live review. Again, I apologize. I wasn't talking about everything here on Raw. Just the highlights. We might go in depth when it's me, Mountie, and Nate on Thursday about Raw. And as well as SmackDown Live. But anyways, tomorrow, SmackDown Live review. Wednesday, it's an off day for me, at least for YouTube. Not for work, but off day for YouTube. Thursday, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, 8 or 9 p.m. Central. I think 9 p.m. Central. I probably will be starting the show there. Then, at that time and that day. At this channel, of course. Then Friday will be Life in Pieces review. Riverdale, my Riverdale is coming back. Riverdale back from its hiatus on CW. Episodes actually are on Wednesday night. But, again, that's my day off of YouTubing or YouTube videos. So that's Friday. Then Sunday, I have 3 videos that will be coming out there. Live reaction to the WWE Raw Women's... Oh, not Raw. Dang it. Sorry. WWE SmackDown Live Women's Championship match. Ruby Riott versus Charlotte Flair 1-on-1. I do think Carmella's probably going to cash in. But again, we'll talk about that on Thursday night with my predictions for Fastlane. Then also my live reaction to the 6-pack challenge for the WWE Championship. So those then, and then also my quick review or review in general of the pay-per-view on that Sunday night after it all said and done. Booked and played out. I'll be talking about it up here on this channel, as I'm sure many others will, and many others that I already know, because I ring their bell too. Subscribe to their channel, ring their bell, because I do enjoy their content. But I'm sure if you are a subscriber to that BC Amplifool guy or Amplified, whatever he is, well, I know who he is. Okay. Or JD from NY, I'm sure they'll be crapping, to say nicely, on the show, because that's what they do. Right? We need positivity. Power positivity, as much as that's at least at first people thought it just was a goofy gimmick. In reality in life, it's good to have positivity in your life. Stress is bad for your health, bad for you. Right? As sometimes my aunt told me when I was a kid, you want to always think positive and be positive. It sounds like positive endorphins, it's called, whether that's an actual term or not, in your body. So that's why I try to be as positive as I can be. Not that I don't criticize when WWE does or rant sometimes about things. I have in past episodes of Steve's Wrestling Ramble or otherwise. Heck, I even titled one of the videos ranting about it when I ranted about the top 10 list that SmackDown Live has. So I'm not averse to having an opinion that's strong, but in my way, I do it respectfully. Even my promo challenge video response. Welcome to check that out too for Kip Clips, YouTube promo challenge, challenging all WWE YouTubers, which the entry is entry deadline has passed and gone. He'll probably upload a video tomorrow or otherwise with the entries. But welcome to check that out. Like the video. Tweet to him at KitClips, KIPCLIPS. And then, attach me a part of it at WWE_podcast. That you see my video and you like it. I would really appreciate it. And I thank you ahead of time if anybody does do that. But definitely check that out here on the channel. Not too should be like right below this video when it posts. I would believe in the hierarchy or in the order of how or when they were done. So point being, just check that out. My promo. But the point is even though that's supposed to be, you're supposed, it's supposed to be a promo. You're supposed to, say negative things. I was adding some good material in it. Still doing it in a respectful way because that's how I do it. Now, if I win the contest, I'll have to be a little bit more, and I wouldn't say that. But the point is, check that out. Welcome to like it, share it to him, to others, whatever, and help me out in that way. Just wanted to share that as well. Back to Raw, good show. Welcome to Paul Man Twitter. Welcome to be part of the interaction. I always like to interact with people. I do think that'll make the episodes better here for the reviews and for the ramble, for Suggestion Ramble, because be interactive. I do like to be very interactive with my subscribers, fans, and otherwise. That if you are taking your time to watch live or taking your time to comment in any of my videos, then I should take time out of my day when I have the time to respond. And usually I'm lucky enough to be quick, fast, and hurry for responses. Because I get notifications on my phone and otherwise that I can respond quickly if I'm, at work or even otherwise. So, again, I apologize. Didn't really talk too much deeply about Raw, but not too much to really talk about beyond the two major things. So, there you go. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your evening. My puppy dog here is kindly laying right next to me. So lucky she hasn't invaded the Raw review. But Bella says goodnight, my dog. And I, Steve, CBK, say goodnight as well. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening, day. If you do live here in the Badger State of Wisconsin, especially in the west and east coast of the state, we're supposed to get 6 plus, I think 6 to 10 officially inches of snow. Drive safe if you have to. If you're a truck driver driving through the state of Wisconsin, be safe. Also drive cautionally. Do what you need to do. Then again, people say even in sunny days, I drive like a older person because I am always cautious. So I'm always close to the speed limit, whether on highway or otherwise. But stay safe and stay safe wherever you are. Have fun. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your day. I'll be back here tomorrow night, Tuesday night, for the SmackDown Live review and moving on from there, as I previously explained. Above all else, as always, take care.